Hi, welcome to Padma Yoga. Thanks for joining us. We've been exploring the natural element of water and the qualities of fluidity and flow within our life, within our body, within our lifestyle, and around us in our society as well. We're going to be looking at this a little bit later. We have a very special guest on later, Leslie Ewan, and she and I will be discussing this idea of flow in life. We're also going to be looking today at the Sanskrit word sukh. This word means literally happiness. And so we're going to explore how we can connect with that happiness inside and really bring it into our yoga practice, and how that practice then reaches out into our whole life, the connecting with sukh and the extending that into happiness in our whole life. So let's now begin our warm-up for today. I'm joined by Tanya and by Paulina. So come to a standing position, both feet solid on the floor. Sink your weight down into the earth. Let your tailbone drop and draw the ribs back. If you press your shoulders back and just relax your arms, really lengthen up your spine. Now let's reach the right hand up and reach up and grab onto the wrist, and over you go for a beautiful side stretch. Big breath in and out and back to center. Now the left arm goes up, reach up and over. Big stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Lovely. And come back to center. Now elbows, reach up and open the arms. This is our daily swimming practice, swimming through the flow and fluidity of life, remembering to be moving with that flow through all of our practice. Once more. Excellent. And shoulder circles, really big. Keep those circles moving, big wheels in the shoulder blades, rotating round and around. Don't let them get tight. Keep the movement going. And down to the knees, same thing. Big circles with the knees. This is great to do every single day, a warm-up like this on your own or with us. Helps keep the joints limbered up, reverse direction. And increases the longevity of the major joints in your body, knees and hips and shoulders. Great. And curling up. Let's bring the hands together behind. Stretch the arms long. And just lift up super tall on your spine. Let your left ear drop over to the left side. Stretch out the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Let the flow of your breath relax your muscles. Back to center. Right ear over again. Let the breath expand the neck muscles. And exhale. Great. Center and look up at the sky. Big stretched smiling face. Inhale, lovely, relax, hands to center. Inhale as you reach to the sky, lengthen again through your spine, and exhale down. Again, center line, breathe in and breathe out. Just standing here now. We'll see you right back after the break for our feature poses of head to knee stretch. Hi, welcome back to Padma Yoga. Thanks for joining us for our feature poses. We're going to start off with just some toe rises here. So standing on both feet, simply rise up onto your toes as best you can and lower down. Just try this 3 more times. Up and down. This is great for strengthening your ankles, strengthening your thighs, and maintaining good balance. Super important to just practice a little bit of balancing every day. That's it. Good. Now standing again on 2 solid feet. Shift your weight onto your left foot and simply bring the right knee up. You can hang on to that and just stand. You can flex the foot. Breathe deep. Focus on something to stay balanced. And come back to mountain pose. Now shifting your center gravity over to the right foot. Again, just bring the left knee up, flex the foot. In this one, if you want to hang on to a chair or a wall or something for your balance, that's perfectly good before you get this totally. Let's try one more time on the other side. Back to standing, shift the weight. Lift up super tall in your spine before you move. You'll find that as you reach up, if you're keeping your back super straight and pulling in the core muscles, that helps stabilize this pose. Back to standing. Shift over, stabilize your core, and lift up the other foot. Again, a great daily practice, just to practice your balance, so your body remembers how to be perfectly at balance all the time. Excellent, and back to mountain. Now let's go down onto hands and knees again for more cat stretches. So from hands and knees, simply pull the belly in into a nice cat stretch, and then flex, tipping the pelvis back, and 3 more times. But as you bring now the back up, draw the right knee in if you can, and as you flex, take the right leg back. Exhale as you draw the right knee in. Inhale as you take the leg back. Again, exhale and inhale. Just once more for good measure here. Exhale, touch your forehead to your knee if you can, and take it back. Great, let's change sides. So the left knee comes in, and take it back. Remember to exhale as you pull the belly in. Inhale as you relax the stomach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Lovely, great. Now let's rest in child for just 2 or 3 breaths. Settle down, elbows and head. Remember in child pose, just to take a moment to exhale everything. Feel yourself drop into the earth. Now as you lift up again to cat, arch your back up to the ceiling. And then cat flex, you dip the belly down. Let's now press up into dog stretch. So tuck your toes under and the hips go high into the air. Dog stretch. Push the heels down and reach your armpits towards your toes. Let your head hang down. Push through the arms and hands. Now just stay a little bit more and then up on tippy toes. Land lightly on your knees, careful of those knees, and relax in child. Now, as soon as you can, let's lift up into cat stretch again, tucking the tail under. Then flex, look up at the ceiling, tuck the toes, and press into dog stretch. Big exhale, big breathing here. Breathe deeply into the stretches, especially when they get more rigorous. Lift up on tippy toes and exhale down into a gentle relaxation pose. A couple of big breaths, and then when you're ready again, up to cat. Exhale. And inhale to flex. Tuck the toes, exhale to dog. Your feet should be parallel. Press the heels only down as far as they'll go. Reach the chest towards the toes and lengthen the arms. And lift up on tippy toes and land lightly. And settle back and relax for a sec. That's good. Good way to really warm up the back. Now lifting up onto your knees, just turn to your side, roll over, keep one knee bent, and stretch one leg out to the side. From here, you just turn and look at that straight leg. So you're facing the straight leg, and you can use props like Tanya's doing, or anything you like. Looking at the straight leg, reach forward with your chest, nice flat back, and just walk your hands out towards the ankle. You don't have to get the whole way, but just reaching the chest towards the toes the best you can. If you reach the ankle or foot, that's fantastic. But otherwise, just think about trying to square your shoulders towards that direction. Square the hips, press both knees down towards the floor. Lift up in the chest as you reach forward so your back stays flatter. You don't really want to just hunch over, but try just to push the chest towards that toe. And then when you've gone about as far as you can go, then you can let the head down. And wherever you get to is just fine. You just let the back relax at this point. And then pulling in the belly, sit super straight. Let's change to the other side. Just cross this leg over, stretch the other one out. Turn towards the straight leg, lift up super tall, square the shoulders, and reach out in front. Press both knees down, flatten your back, reach your chest towards the foot, and just try to reach as best you can. Don't worry how far you get. You can stay here for as long as you like. We'll see you right back after the break for our special guest, Leslie Ewan, talking to us today. See you then. Welcome back to Padma Yoga. We've been looking at the word sukha, the meaning of happiness in our yoga practice, and also the idea of flow, the natural element of water and that flow, how we can find that in our life. I'm joined today by our special guest, Leslie Ewan. She's our practicing yogi, and I'd like to ask you, what have you been practicing recently?
Well, it's perfect. I've been practicing the idea of, I've been practicing flow, and I've had a phrase, live like water. So living like water to me means acting like a river in situations. So a river flows, comes to a rock, doesn't stand there going, why haven't you moved out of my way? Just flows around it or flows over it or sometimes flows under it. Just sort of accepts the situation and works with it.
So instead of getting into conflict or feeling that aggravation of, plan, I made a plan, it didn't happen.
I made a plan, it didn't happen. I know, exactly. And so flow, being in the flow, leads to happiness. And so you can also ask, how do I be in the flow? An example is you park your car, you get out of your car, you're going to go into the bank, and your plan is that you'll get out of the car, walk straight to the bank. You get out of the car and there's a shopping cart in your way. A lot of the times we get out of the flow because we go, that's not my plan, and then get annoyed about this and then have to deal with it. But if we just kind of go, whatever happens, I'll be able to deal with it, we minimize the anxiety that we usually feel.
And that way we can maintain our state of happiness, that if we're in that state, then we can actually maintain that state of happiness.
Yeah. Now, is there any ways that you can think of that, when you find that you come up to a point of anxiety or a point of attaching to a plan, that you release the plan? What's the best way that you can
That I do?
Yeah.
I find that I often take it as an opportunity. I think, okay, this is not what I thought of, but something else must be right around the corner that I didn't suspect, I didn't plan, but it's going to be good.
I had one like that where I was running for a bus, missed the bus, and I thought, okay, I can get upset about the bus, so I can just go, well, there is another bus coming along. The next bus came along, my friend was driving the bus.
So there you go.
I know, and I hadn't seen him for years. So
you think, okay, if this is happening, I might as well just go with it because it's already happening.
Go with the flow.
Well, in that way, we're both understanding that then the sense of happiness that we're cultivating, we spent all this time cultivating sukha, happiness. And then life is always going to be, happening to us and around us.
Yeah. And I think when we practice on the little things, like the getting out of the car and dealing with the shopping cart in the way, and we get good at that, get good at letting go of the plan, then we get better when the big things come along.
That's a really good point. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Leslie.
You're welcome.
That's great. Let's look at how this idea of flow can come right into our yoga practice now. So let's now take our understanding of flow and happiness into our practice. So coming on to hands and knees, first of all. Cat stretches, pull the belly up. And cat flex, drop the belly down. Now immediately press up into dog stretch. Exhale. Now lift onto the tippy toes and land lightly in child. Exhale. Exhale into cat. Inhale, flex. Exhale into dog. Inhale up to tippy toes. And exhale down to child. And just drop. Take one exhale. Inhale, and again exhale into cat. So just twice more flow through this at your own pace. What we're doing here is trying to synchronize the body and the breathing so that your body becomes so fluid and so soft. It simply follows along on the breath. Let the breath swing at its own pace, just like a pendulum swinging, and your body simply softly rides along on that at whatever pace your body wants to go at, or your breath wants to go at. Just enjoy tuning in to the breath as the leader here, and come back down into your child pose. Lovely. Now we'll sit up and come into another head to knee stretch. So sitting up, just extend one knee out and one knee bent. That's it. Turn towards the straight leg. And again, as you lift up, inhale, exhale forward. And just twice more, lifting up, inhale, exhale forward. Finding that softness and flow. Inhale and exhale forward. Beautiful. Coming right to center, turn to the other side. One leg in, one leg over, turn and lift up, inhale, exhale. Lift up, inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Good. Now come right back to center. Bring the soles of the feet together. This is tortoise pose. So you're going to bring the soles together, slip your hands as best you can underneath your legs, elbows to the floor if they get there. Wrap your hands around and just let your head drop. So you can stay in this tortoise pose as long as you like. It's an internal meditation pose. It's a pose really to connect with that inner sukha, that inner happiness inside you. Just stay in this pose, eyes closed, really connecting to sukha. Thank you. Welcome back to Padma Yoga. Thanks for joining us today. We've been looking at sukha, happiness, and flow, the idea of the fluidity in life and how we really, when we go with that, we are happiest, we stay happy, and we can share that happiness with others. So Leslie's joining me for our final meditation today. We're going to begin with just a breathing up and down. Just begin with the breathing in the nose, down the throat, down the chest, and right down into the belly. And then up again. Just feel that rise and fall. We're going to count 6 breaths in a row. Simply inhaling and exhaling. Just try this on our own. Everyone going at their own pace. Simply inhaling right down deep as you can, right into your low ribs, right into your belly. And exhaling all the way out again. Just at whatever pace suits you, but try to expand that feeling of flowing breath in you. Continue at your own pace, and now as you continue, also bring in the intention of this sukh, happiness. Feel that you're inhaling that sense of content, delight, and exhaling also the sense of contentment and delight outward. So both directions, breathing flowing with delight inward towards yourself and outwards. Just feeling that deep connection with Sukh. This really is considered the essence quality of life. There's movement in life, but if it has a tangible quality, it's the feeling of happiness, Sukh. So when we connect with that, we actually are connecting with the deepest life force within us. And we're allowing that to flow through us. We're allowing every cell of our body to be bathed in that. And just enjoying how to maintain that through our life is being a yogi. Let's finish now. Hands is crossed over the belly. This humming meditation will create happiness. It's intended to create happiness. You simply hum like a bumblebee on the exhale. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. Inhale.